Have you ever felt it? That moment when you first wake up in the morning, and for a split second, everything feels normal. But then you turn your head, you see the empty space on the pillow beside you, and reality crashes down on you like a tidal wave. It's not just silence, it is a heavy, suffocating emptiness. Maybe you are listening to this right now, staring at the ceiling, wondering how you are going to find the energy to simply brush your teeth, let alone face the world. You look in the mirror and you don't recognize the tired, broken person staring back at you. If this is you right now, I want you to take a deep breath. Listen to my voice. You are not crazy. You are not weak. And most importantly, you are not alone. What you are feeling right now isn't just sadness. It is your body and mind reacting to a massive chemical change. You see, love affects the brain just like a drug. When that person leaves, you go through withdrawal. It is physical. It hurts. But here's the truth that might save you. You cannot wait for time to heal you. Time is lazy. You have to heal yourself, and we are going to do it efficiently. I get so many messages asking, how do I stop the pain? How do I move on quickly? My dear, the fastest way out is not to run away, and it is certainly not to find someone new to fill the void. The fastest way out is to go through it, but to go through it with a strategy. In this series, I am going to share 5 psychological shifts, not just advice, but actual tools to pull you out of the darkness. We are going to get you out of bed, we are going to get you dressed, and we are going to remind the world who you really are. We start with the first step. It is the hardest one, but it is the only way to begin. We have to stop living in a ghost town.
LoveCast Master Conversational Narrative: The Funeral for the Relationship. Let's move to our first psychological pillar. Before we talk about looking beautiful or glowing up, we have to deal with the environment you are living in. Right now, your brain is in a state of hypervigilance. It is looking for him. It is looking for her. It is looking for them. Every time you see that old hoodie on the chair, every time you scroll past a photo of the two of you on your phone, you are reopening the wound. You are resetting your healing clock back to 0. Psychologically, you cannot heal in the same environment where you got sick. So we need to perform a ritual. I call this the funeral for the relationship. I know this sounds drastic and perhaps a little cold, but we need to signal to your subconscious mind that the relationship has physically ended. The person you loved, they don't exist anymore. The person who exists now is a stranger who happens to look like someone you used to know. So here is your assignment. You need to sanitize your space. This is the out of sight, out of mind principle, and it is scientifically proven to lower cortisol levels. Gather the physical objects, the gifts, the clothes, the toothbrush, put them in a box. Seal it with tape. Move it to a garage, a friend's house, or the trash. Just get it out of your line of sight. Next, the digital space. This is where most people fail. You must archive the photos. You must mute or block their social media. Not out of anger, but out of self-preservation. Every time you check up on them, you are giving yourself a microdose of pain. Stop it. When you clear your physical space, you will feel a sudden spike of anxiety. That is normal, but let that wave pass. Once the clutter is gone, you will notice something else. Silence, space, a blank canvas. It hurts to throw things away, I know. It feels like you are erasing history. But you aren't erasing the past, you are making room for the future. You are telling your brain, it is done. We are safe now. We can rest. LoveCast Master Conversational. Tip number 2. Enclothed Cognition. Now that we have cleared the space, let's look at you. I know the temptation. You want to stay in your pajamas. You haven't washed your hair in 3 days. You are wearing sweatpants that have lost their elastic. You think, why should I dress up? I have nowhere to go, no one to impress. This brings us to psychological tip number 2, and it is my absolute favorite. It is called Enclothed Cognition. This is a scientific theory that suggests the clothes we wear actually influence our psychological processes. They change how we think and how we perform. When you wear lazy clothes, your brain signals, I am tired, I am sad, I am inactive. When you wear sharp, beautiful, well-fitted clothes, your brain signals, I am capable, I am valuable, I am ready. So here is the harsh truth. You are not dressing up for a man.
You are not dressing up for a woman. You are dressing up for your own nervous system. I want you to get up, right now. Go take a shower. Wash the sadness off your skin. Use the expensive soap. Then I want you to put on your favorite outfit. Not a comfortable outfit, a powerful one. Put on the dress that makes you feel like a movie star. Do your hair. Put on perfume or cologne. Even if you are just going to sit in your living room and drink coffee, do it looking like $1 million. When you catch your reflection in the mirror, something magical happens. Your brain gets confused in the best possible way. It thinks, wait a minute, if I am this heartbroken, why do I look this good? This creates a positive dissonance. You start to carry yourself differently. Your posture straightens, your breathing deepens. You are tricking your brain into confidence until the confidence becomes real. Do not wait until you feel better to look good. Look good so that you can feel better. It is a suit of armor. Put it on and watch how much stronger you feel to face the day.
LoveCast. Master conversational narrative. Tip number 3. Motion creates emotion. Behavioral activation. We have cleaned your room and we have dressed you up. You look beautiful. But I know what you are thinking. You are thinking, I look great, but I still feel heavy inside. You are sitting on the edge of your bed, fully dressed, staring at the floor. This brings us to our third psychological secret. Motion creates emotion. When we are heartbroken, our natural instinct is to freeze. It is a biological response to trauma. We want to curl up into a ball and protect our vital organs. We become stagnant water. And do you know what happens to stagnant water? It breeds bacteria. It becomes toxic. You cannot think your way out of a broken heart. You can sit there and analyze why did this happen for 1,000 years, and it won't change your mood. You have to move your way out of it. Psychologists call this behavioral activation. It is the idea that action comes before motivation, not after. If you wait until you feel like going for a walk, you will never go. You have to walk first, and the feeling will follow. So here is your instruction for today. It is non-negotiable. You need to raise your heart rate. I don't care how you do it. You don't have to run a marathon. Put on your headphones, play a song with a strong beat, and just walk. Walk fast. Walk until you feel the heat in your cheeks. When you move your body, you are manually forcing your brain to release endorphins and dopamine, the very chemicals you are starting for right now. You are burning off the cortisol, the stress hormone that is making your chest tight. Think of it this way. Sadness is a heavy energy. It settles in your shoulders, your hips, and your stomach. You have to shake it out, literally. If you don't want to leave the house yet, fine. Close your curtains, turn up the music, and dance like a crazy person for 5 minutes. It sounds silly, I know, but try it. By minute 3, you will find it impossible to cry. Your body is too busy being alive to be sad. Move the body, and the heart will eventually catch up.
LoveCast Master Conversational Narrative. Tip number 4. The neuroplasticity of novelty. Now that you are moving, where are you going? This is where most people get stuck. They get dressed, they go out, but they go to the same coffee shop they used to visit with their ex. They walk down the same streets. They eat the same food. And then they wonder why they are flooded with painful memories. You are walking through a minefield of memories, my dear. We need to build a new map. This brings us to tip number 4, the neuroplasticity of novelty. Your brain is an association machine. Right now, your old life is wired to the memory of your ex-partner. If you keep doing the same old routine, your neurons will keep firing down those old pathways of pain. We need to force your brain to grow new branches. We need to create new neural pathways. How do we do that? By shocking the system with novelty, newness. You need to do things you have never done before, things that have absolutely zero association with your past relationship. Did your ex hate spicy food? Good. Go eat the spiciest curry you can find. Did you always spend Friday nights watching movies on the couch? Great. This Friday, go to a pottery class, go to a bookstore, go night swimming. Take a different route to work. Listen to a genre of music you have never listened to before. If you usually drink coffee, drink tea. When you expose your brain to new experiences, it has to wake up, it has to pay attention. It stops focusing on the past because it is too busy processing the present. You are literally overwriting the old data with new data. You are not just distracting yourself, you are building a new version of you, a version that your ex doesn't know, a version that is independent of them. Every new experience is a brick in the foundation of your new life. So be brave, be curious, step off the old path and see what lies in the unknown. It is scary, yes, but it is also where your freedom is hiding.
LoveCast Master Conversational Narrative. The reality check. Breaking the pedestal. We have fixed the outside, we have moved the body, and we have started new habits. But there is still a ghost haunting your mind, isn't there? You are lying in bed at night and you are replaying the highlight reel. You are remembering how they smiled, how they hugged you, how perfect the beginning was. You are convincing yourself that you lost the most perfect person in the world. Stop it. This is the most dangerous trap of all. Psychologists call it euphoric recall. Your brain is filtering out the bad stuff and only showing you the good stuff to make you miss them. It is a lie. You have put your ex on a pedestal, and when you look up at someone on a pedestal, it forces you to look down on yourself. You feel small. You feel unworthy. So for this next section, we are going to do something very practical. We are going to smash that pedestal into pieces. I want you to take a piece of paper, not your phone, paper and pen. There is power in handwriting. I want you to write a list, but not a gratitude list. I want you to write the Ick List. Write down every single thing that annoyed you about them. Write down every time they made you feel small. Write down their bad habits. Did they chew with their mouth open? Were they selfish in bed? Did they ignore your messages? Did they make you cry on your birthday? Be petty, be angry, be honest. When you are in love, you ignore these red flags. You paint over them. But now I want you to look at them under a bright light. Read this list every morning. Read it every time you feel the urge to text them. Remind yourself that they were human, flawed, and quite frankly, not good enough for you. You didn't lose a perfect person. You lost a person who gave up on you. And let me tell you something a wise woman once told me. You can never lose what is truly yours. If they walked away, they were just taking up space that belongs to someone who will stay. Take them off the pedestal and take your rightful place on the throne of your own life.
LoveCast Master Conversational. Tip number 5, the social mirror, reconnecting. We have done a lot of work on your own. You have cleaned your space, dressed your body, and challenged your thoughts. But there is one danger zone we haven't talked about yet: isolation. When we are heartbroken, we tend to do one of two things. We either hide in a cave and push everyone away, or we go out and party with strangers to numb the pain. Both of these are dangerous extremes. We need to find the middle path. We need what psychologists call social buffering. You see, humans are herd animals. When we are alone, our brain perceives threats more intensely. But when we are surrounded by people who love us, our stress hormones physically decrease. We need a social mirror, people who reflect our value back to us when we can't see it ourselves. But, and this is a big but, you have to choose the right people. I want you to audit your circle. Do not go to friends who just want to gossip or drama monger. Do not go to friends who say, "I told you so." You need what I call safe harbors. Find the friend who will just sit with you in silence. Find the friend who will bring you soup. Find the friend who makes you laugh until your stomach hurts. Laughter is not just a reaction, it is medicine. It oxygenates your blood and releases tension. And here's a challenge for you: vulnerability. I know you want to look strong. You want to show the world you are unbothered. But pretending to be okay when you are not is exhausting. It takes so much energy to hold up a mask. Drop the mask with your safe people. Say the words, "I am hurting. I feel rejected. I need a hug." When you vocalize your pain, you take it out of the shadows and put it into the light. It becomes less scary. It becomes manageable. You will realize that you are lovable, not because of who you are dating, but because of who you are. So this week, make one plan, just one. A coffee date, a phone call, a walk in the park. Let the warmth of friendship melt the ice around your heart. You don't have to carry this heavy load all by yourself.
LoveCast Master Conversational Narrative. The Glow Up, Sublimation of Energy. Now, we arrive at the most exciting part of your journey, the part everyone talks about on social media, but few people understand deeply. We are talking about the glow up. But I am not talking about getting a haircut or losing weight, though those things often happen. I am talking about an internal revolution. Right now, you have a massive amount of energy inside you. It might feel like anger, it might feel like grief or frustration. In psychology, there is a concept called sublimation. This is a defense mechanism where we transform negative, destructive emotions into positive, creative actions. This is your superpower. Think about it. The person who broke your heart has given you a gift. They have given you fuel. Have you ever noticed that people become their most successful selves after a breakup? It isn't a coincidence. It is because they have stopped pouring their energy into a relationship that wasn't working and finally started pouring it into themselves. So I want you to get selfish, wonderfully, beautifully selfish. What is the one thing you always wanted to do but didn't have time for when you were with them? Did you want to learn a new language? Start a business? Get fit? Write a book? Do it now. Take that rage and turn it into a workout. Take that sadness and turn it into art. Take that loneliness and turn it into focus. Become so busy building your own empire that you don't have time to wonder what they are doing. This is the ultimate revenge. Not to hurt them, but to outgrow them. To become a version of yourself that is so elevated, so high frequency, that the old relationship no longer fits you. This isn't about proving them wrong. It is about proving yourself right. It is about realizing that you are the project you should have been working on all along. When you invest in yourself, the return on investment is guaranteed. No one can take your skills, your health, or your knowledge away from you. So use this pain. Don't waste it. Let it be the fire that forges you into gold.
LoveCast Master Conversational, Avoiding the Trap, the Timeline Myth. As you embark on this glow up, I need to warn you about a trap that lies ahead. It is a trap that can ruin all your progress if you aren't careful. It is the trap of comparison and timelines. We live in a world of instant gratification. We order food, it arrives in 20 minutes. We post a photo, we get likes instantly. So we expect our healing to work the same way. We think, it has been 2 weeks, why am I still crying? Why am I not over it yet? And then you make the mistake of looking at social media. You see your ex posting photos where they look happy, you see other people moving on quickly, and you think, what is wrong with me? Listen to me closely. Healing is not a straight line. It is a messy squiggle. Some days you will feel like a goddess, ready to conquer the world. The next day, you might cry because you dropped a spoon in the kitchen. That is normal. That is human. Do not compare your behind-the-scenes chaos with everyone else's highlight reel. If your ex looks happy on Instagram, remember, social media is a performance. It is a curated gallery, not a diary. You don't know if they are crying themselves to sleep. You don't know if they are lonely. And frankly, it is none of your business anymore. Our only business is your own timeline. Be patient with yourself. If you broke your leg, you wouldn't scream at your bone to heal faster, would you? You would rest, you would nourish it, you would give it time. Your heart is the same. Treat yourself with the same kindness you would show a child. If you have a bad day, it doesn't mean you are back at square one. It just means you are processing. So take the pressure off. There is no deadline for healing. You don't have to be over it by next week. You just have to be a little bit better than you were yesterday. And if today you are just surviving, that is enough too. You are doing just fine, darling. Keep breathing.
LoveCast Master Conversational, The Rebirth and the Invitation, Conclusion. And so, my brave friends, we come to the end of this episode, but we are standing at the very beginning of your new life. We have walked a long road today. We packed away the ghosts of the past. We washed our faces and dressed our bodies in confidence. We moved our muscles to shake off the sadness.
and we started to build a new map for our future. I want you to remember one thing as you go about your day. A breakup is not a failure. It is a redirection. Sometimes the universe or fate or God breaks our heart to save our soul. Sometimes people have to leave our lives because they are not equipped to go where we are going next. You were trying to squeeze yourself into a box that was too small, and now, finally, you have broken free. You are like the phoenix. To rise from the ashes, you first had to burn. And I know the fire hurts. I know the heat is unbearable. But look at you now. You are still standing. You are listening to this. You are fighting for yourself. That is not weakness. That is the definition of strength. Do not be afraid of the empty space beside you. That space is not empty. It is available. It is open for new dreams, new adventures, self-love, and eventually a love that sees you, values you, and stays. So put on that lipstick, wear that sharp suit, walk with your head held high, not because you are trying to show them what they lost, but because you are showing yourself what you have found. You have found you again, and let me tell you, you are magnificent. Now I want to hear from you. This community is a safe space, and your story might just be the survival guide someone else needs to read today. We talked about the Ick List and ignoring reality earlier, so I have a question for you, and I want you to be completely honest in the comments below. Looking back now, what is the one red flag you ignored in the beginning because you were in love? Was it the way they treated the waiter? Was it that they never asked about your day? Or maybe something stranger? Let it out in the comments. Let's vent, let's laugh, and let's support each other. Read through the stories, like them, and remind each other that we are not alone. I am your friend, and remember, you are loved, you are worthy, and you are free. Until next time.